Hello. Hello.
Hello. I've been sitting here rambling on and on about this. Whoops. Hi everybody. Um Apparently my microphone uh was not active. Hold on. Okay, it's active on that screen. I'm not sure what happened. Anyways, I'm going to have to do that whole preamble over again. Alright, so welcome to Insiders versus Outsiders. The first MachoCheeze Monster Rancher 2 hard mode tournament's been going on for a while. Um, it's a good thing that I noticed that. Here, let me turn this microphone down a little bit so I'm not blaring too much in y'all's ears. Anyways, yeah, so welcome to Insiders versus Outsiders. The team tournament Monster Rancher 2, the insiders can only have techs in slots 2 and 3. The outsiders can only have techs in slots 1 and 4. This is going to be a team tournament, so there's going to be an overall team winner. And then once we find our overall team winner, we're going to funnel the top 4 scorers overall and funnel them into a final bracket. And then we'll have a final overall monster winner. I would just like to shout out Shells, who's in the chat, for adding a little bit of the spice up there to the top of the graphic. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our competitors today, and then we're going to go ahead and get into matches. So we have my monster, Katsunova, Baku Kato, here on the left. Left we have our insiders. Up top we have our outsiders. Our next insider is Chinnapin, the purebred color Pandora. Raised by Patch. Below him we have Big Van Vader, the Worm Pixie, raised by the lovely Freya, long-standing member of the community. Next we have Kiki, the Pixie Dragon, raised by my best friend, Mr. Zanaga. Then we have Belle, the Durahan Pixie, raised by Great Golem. And then we have the best name of the tournament easily, Mr. 10-Day-Old Milk, raised by the one and only Free Man. And then up top here, we got our outsiders. We got Young Sheldon, which is in contention for the best name of the tournament. The Plant Pixie, raised by Nash, aka Mr. Moose Bones himself. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'm from the Appalachian area, as you might be able to tell by the way I talk. We have a La Carrere, the purebred Bajarl, raised by Sphera. And then we got Fisty Misty, the Hanger Golem, raised by Stardust Wyvern. We have Square, the Kato Tiger, raised by Mr. JP Mockman. Then we got God Spam, raised by Big Bakahuna. And then Clytus, I believe it's pronounced Clytus, raised by Sayard. So we got a lot of matches to run through today. We are playing on hard mode, which is a ROM hack of the emulated version of Monster Rancher 2 that does balance changes. So let's hop over to this screen to look at our competitors. So we got 10-Day-Old Milk versus Young Sheldon, fighting for best name supremacy. So I'm going to go ahead and start a prediction. You guys are going to have 30 seconds and then we'll get into the action. Alright, prediction should be live. It's nice to see everybody in the chat. We know here from the old MachoCheeze streams, he likes these early Saturday tournaments, so I appreciate you guys waking up to see some action. Now, I am going to be eating some pizza as we're doing this, because I'm a hungry boy, leftover pizza. So if you hear some chewing noises, ignore those. Alright, it looks like the prediction's up. So we're starting off with Seed Gun from Young Sheldon's side. So remember, This is the PS1 version of Monster Rancher 2 that's modded. So the monsters cannot attack until they hit a 50 guts. Acrobatics, 70% there are whipping from 10-day-old milk. Young Sheldon goes from the life drain, incredibly buffed move in hard mode. Best draining tech in the game by far. It's kind of like Plant's niche in this version of the game. We do see the power from 10-day-old milk, which is really interesting coming from a Joker subbreed. Definitely had to breed down to be able to do that. That's one of the cool things about this version of the game is you actually are able to manipulate nature through combining. So you can have things like Joker subbreeds that do have power. Well, you're in Mountain Time too. I was up till 4:45 because of... Dude, I feel it. So, Young Sheldon's going to take the first game of the first set of Insiders versus Outsiders. Now, I will say, there was a lot of shit coming from the Outsiders saying, oh, it's better to have slots in Techs 1 and 4. Oh, this, that, and the other. Your Insiders are never going to attack. Well, you know what? We have heart. So I'm a biased commentator. I am an insider through and through. Look at that reel. Tanking that life drain. We're going to ignore the fact that reel wore off. But yeah, dude, Fenric, I feel that. So, like, I get up about 5:45 for my job. And, I just can't, like, sleep in anymore. I don't know what happened to me. I hate having like a responsible internal clock. You know, I was about to start talking that shit to that reel wore off, but 10-day-old Milk's been doing a good job dodging these drain lives, so he just has to swing something. Oh no, I think we might be proving the Outsider's point. Let's see, I'm pretty sure, well, oh, actually, 10-day-old Milk wins on 1 life point, I believe. Yes, sir! We got a game 3. You already know. Game 3. Doesn't matter if we never attack. We hit 1 attack and that's all that mattered, baby. Alright, Claw Assault. A little bit more action going on in the first 10 seconds of this set than that happened the last set. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Look, we got 2 moves off in 1 set. It's good to be doing this again. So I haven't... so what happened essentially is like my laptop died. This tournament was actually supposed to happen forever. And Young Sheldon cheated, I think. You know. Alright. 2-1 in the favor of Young Sheldon. Let's see if... No, 87% in the way of Young Sheldon. You guys didn't believe in the boy. Alright, so let me write that down on my little handy dandy paper here. Alright, so next up, we're going to have Belle versus La Colère. But yeah, it's nice to be able to do this again. So what happened, for those of you who are unaware, I used to stream tournaments a lot. I tried to get one about, like, once a month out. But my laptop I had was never the strongest. And the hard drive just died on me. And my dad did me a super duper solid. Predictions are going up for this, by the way. So we have a tank Durahan versus a speed Bajaro. So my dad did me an incredible solid. And he sent me his old Alienware laptop because he got a new laptop. And it's pretty cool. It's way older than the laptop that I had before, but I'm pretty sure it's way stronger. Like, I still can't output super great on these streams. So my stream quality's never been the best, like, visually, but we still have fun here. Alright. A lot of people liking the Bajaro. Alright, I think we're good. So, Bell's a really interesting build. I think La Colère is one of the strongest builds of the tournament. Being able to have Hook and Mystic Punch available to you is like really cool. And then Belle's a really interesting build. She went for like Golem went for like a crit base like hit build. So 657 there on the jumping stabs. A million stabs should be able to finish this off. A rush slash could probably finish it off too. So jumping stab at 78, that is gonna hit. 436, but we do see a grit from La Colère. Oh, into the hook. That's a big move. 533 on the crit is going to take it for La Colère on the grit comeback. My man Patched. How you doing, brother? Brother from across the pond. Yeah, so we've only done one match so far. It's unfortunately the outsiders took the first match, but you know, we're just warming up. Hook on the 272 damage there. La Colère does have the guts lead. I think pretty much anything it could do here has a decent chance to kill. That Mystic Punch should. The hook probably does. Belle's climbing up in guts though. Oh, a foolery. Belle does not take advantage of it. We do see the hook 350 on the crit. Another crit hook to take it. La Colère is going to take that 0-2 in La Colére's favor. Like I said, we're warming up. Alright, so the Bajaro won there, so we're going to move on to our next match. We're going to have the Zanagas, I believe. Yep. So Kiki is up next. The Kiki is probably my favorite build in the tournament. This build is super duper funny. You guys will get to see the buffed Fire Breath, which is really cool. So we have Kiki, the Pixie Dragon, versus Fisty Misty, the Hanger Golem. So Kiki's name not really too telling about what her build is, but Fisty Misty's definitely gives that away a little bit for theirs. Alright, predictions going up. Again, you guys got 30 seconds to predict. Do you like Kiki? You like Fisty Misty? Classic intelligence speed build versus power speed build. Yeah, Stardust is definitely creative with his little cheer squads that he likes to put in his thing. Alright, 2 seconds left on the prediction. I'm going to take a bite of pizza as we get into this match. He's dead. He's so fucking dead. Right out that. So.
Oh god, it's gonna explode! Get me out of here!
Yeah, so Kiki's entire build is basically just taking two of Pixie's biggest nukes, that being Supernova and Fire Breath. Supernova being, what do you call it, Big Bang in the regular version of the game. And just slapping it on there and just praying you hit. It's a really fun build. Zanaga always comes up with really goofy stuff. I always appreciate it. So Kiki does have power, again, a byproduct of being able to raise monsters on emulator, where you can breed down the positive nature. All right, Supernova at 40. This is definitely gonna kill if it hits. Supernova and power, 40%. That does whiff. So Kiki's gonna have probably no more chances to win that match. We do have a 1-1 right now. Yeah, I know. Power on this build is super fucking funny. Because it's just like, well, I mean, I guess we'll guarantee that she kills something. So Fisty Misty going in there for the punch. It's a pretty fun thematic build in itself. Alright, 40% on the Supernova. Does it hit? It does. 999 on the crit. Kiki taking the first set for the Insiders. Let's go, Zach. Alright, 2-0 in favor of Kiki. Let's go. How'd you guys vote on that one? Ooh, people actually like Kiki in this one. You guys are voting right so far. Oh, dude, that build is so funny. Okay, so next up we have Big Van Vader, raised by Freya, with David as Pumpkins and the cheer squad there. You already know. If you know, you know. Versus Square, raised by JP. A literal square. I'm pretty glad. So the predictions live, by the way. I'm pretty glad the internet held up today because we're getting like kind of the aftermath of the current hurricane that happened in Florida. JP, I hope you're okay. By the way, those of you who don't know, our resident Florida man of the group is Mr. JP Mockman. And I wasn't sure how the internet was gonna be with it storming here pretty hard, but it looks like we're doing okay. All right, doing good. That's good to hear. All right. Wait a minute. JP, you have 850 life. You son of a gun. I'm gonna beat your out. I can fix that real quick, but I'm gonna beat your butt. The absolute cube. Alright, so Big Van, both of these guys have a pretty fun moveset. So we do have Phantom Claw, which is a pretty solid move in hard mode. But then we have the Claw combo line, which is called Eviscerate in this. Super solid move. You are bad at... Brother! JP, we've been doing this for how long? Like, there's no build in hard mode that's like super duper different unless you're doing something wacky. So we do get to see the Eviscerate line here. 511, really strong hitting move with a high chance to hit, which is pretty cool. Does dodge the worm spiral, so so Square does have the chance to bring this back. Oh, on the Phantom Claw, best move he could have done. Good. All right, so I want to go fix up Square real quick to make this fair. That HP did not affect the outcome of the match at all. So you guys get to see my be right back screen, which is actually the same as my starting student screen. So I'll be right back. Wow. I can't believe Squared all of a sudden got 840 life points. That's crazy. Anyway, we're back. And so that little guffaw there didn't actually affect the outcome of the first match at all. So I will allow it. However, ladies and gentlemen, double check your math, because sometimes having faith in people that they did their math correctly is my biggest downfall. Dude, one of the best things about having a house, well, I guess you don't necessarily have to have a house to experience this, but we have a fridge now that like can produce its own ice and water. Oh, dude, just some nice water from the fridge is good. All right, so Square's been fucking swinging like crazy this match. Unfortunately, Big Van Vader did not hit a single goddamn thing. So it's gonna go 0-2 in the way of Square. Alright. We'll see how y'all voted on that. Well, you guys like the worm. Unfortunately, that one person who put 10 patuis on the worm just straight up lost their money. Alright, so coming up now, we're gonna have Chinapin, Patch's monster, versus God Spam, Baku's monster. So this is a pretty... Now this is a goofy build. Talking about people getting stats all wonky. This is a build on the right here that is a little goofy. Alright, so we're gonna start the prediction. Do you like the worm? Do you like the effigy? Or whatever you want to call Golly. So yeah, again, we have classic intelligence speed build versus power speed build. However, Baku thought it would be a little bit funny to put 69 points into his power at the sacrifice of a little bit of survivability. Now, this is the original version of the game, which means stats only like increase in increments of 50, right? So these are just straight up wasted 19 points. But you know what? I respect it for the joke. So we got a, what do you call it? So we got Chinapin here, who's got a pretty fun moveset with the Delta attack. And, oh my god, that did so much damage. Delta attack and the Vital Ritual. So very expensive moveset, but pretty effective when it hits. Vital Ritual being another pretty good draining tech. Probably the second best overall, behind Life Drain. We do see the God Bless though, and that's gonna take Chinapin out. So, 1-0 in favor of the Outsiders. Alright, you see the backblow coming out. Big crit, takes over half of Chinapin's health to start off with. Does get the Anger though. Vital Ritual and Anger is going to be scary. This is going to drain a lot of guts if it hits. 40 guts drained, a decent chunk of life drain, and it can chain this over and over if it wants to. We got a game 3. That's the crazy thing about Vital Ritual, is like if you get like the perfect scenario going, you can chain it over and over and over again, which is really fucking cool. Super cool move in this version of the game. Alright, starting off the Vital Ritual, it does hit 19 guts drained. God Spam can still swing. Goes for the back blow. Big crit, 530 damage there. The little color Pintora struggling to get back up. Pretty even on the guts here. Oh, I don't think Vital Ritual is missed yet. We do see a heal, we do see a guts drain. God Spam could probably close this out with a God Bless though. Goes for the back blow instead. Finally somebody dodges something. Alright, Delta attack here. Pretty good. 82% chance to hit. Huge guts investment, but sometimes it's worth it. 477, lots of withering there. Chinapin is going to take that 2-1 in favor of the insiders. Or the outsiders. The insiders. The insiders. 2-1. That was a cool match. Got to show off a lot of cool hard mode stuff there. Alright, we liked the Caterpillar. You know, it's not a MachoCheeze stream unless Patch is going absolutely stupid. Alright, so last match of the round, we got Casanova versus Clytus. So one of my favorite monsters, Nussie, aka Baku Kato, versus, I believe it's a cocooned intelligence Golly. Yes. So little bit of different stat spread on my part. Casanova has a very slow guts rate and decently accurate moves. No negative modifiers on any of its moves, so thought just dumping a little bit extra into life might be cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this prediction. How's the sound and everything? Everybody. My voice sound okay? I know there's no game audio right now, but game audio sound okay when it's up. Sounds good to you? Nice. Alright, so predictions up. We got a big kitty versus another godly being. So intelligence battle going on right now. Yeah, so I wanted to try a mating song build with Baku, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone do before. So it's a pretty cool tech. It's decent withering, decent damage, and actually a positive hit modifier, which is really cool. Seems like a cool move. No one being able to hit anything so far, even with that 67% napalm there. Yeah, so I went with the mating song and then roar for just kind of like low cost, consistent crit damage. So hopefully this will go okay. So 63 there on the napalm, big damage, decent amount of withering there. A mating song could maybe get Casanova back into this. He's building up the guts. Oh, goes for the mating song. It does hit. 33 guts there on the withering. I don't know if Casanova is going to have the chance to get back into this. He does have a pretty slow guts rate. And he will not. But as you can see, for 33 cost, like decent damage, decent withering, decent chance to hit. It's a pretty cool move. So I wanted to just try it out. Alright, so 1 over in favor of Clytus so far. 62% on the napalm there, 20 guts down. Over hats of Casanova's health. Does proc the anger though. Mating song and anger could be good here. Goes for the pushback. Ooh, mating song and the 56% and anger. Big crit, all those guts down. Casanova is going to get the next chance to swing. A roar would be really good to close this out. With not a huge commitment. Does go for it. Hits it on the 51. We do see a grit though. Yeah, minus 76 guts. It's pretty nutty. We do see a grit though. We do have that Maypalm in slot 1, which is a super duper scary move in situations like this. Big chance to hit. Does whiff. Oh, roar whiffs too. Clytus is probably going to get the next chance to attack considering Casanova's bad guts rate. They're going to reach 45. Oh, just about the same point. We see a grit. We don't see a grit. So, little nail biter there. But Clytus is going to take that 2-0. That was a really cool match, though. That was a fun to watch. Alright, and with that, we have the last round. So, let me go ahead and edit the... Let me go... Oh my gosh. What am I trying to say? Let me go ahead and edit the graphic real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. So, just to make sure everyone kind of understands how like the scoring system on the graphics is gonna go, the yellow squares are a insider win. The red squares are an outsider win. So yellow is insider, red is outsider. So outsiders up right now with a 4-2 lead over the insiders. And RNG on this game is so rigged. Yeah, it'd be what it be. Oh, how's Basil doing? She is good. She is in daycare right now. Like I said from earlier, it's super duper rainy here, and on stream days I usually take her to daycare if I'm streaming on Saturdays. So yeah, outsiders up 4-2 right now. It's all right. Just the first round of the tournament. Insiders are just warming up. We we just slowed our rise, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next round. Ooh, oh my God, Angel, thank you. Holy shit, 10 subs, that's insane. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to stream a little bit more to make to make those worth it. I would like to start streaming again about once a week. That was so kind of you. Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and get into round 2 here. We're gonna have Bell versus Sheldon. That was incredibly kind. Now I know Unholy Angel runs tournaments too. So if you're interested in DX tournaments, I believe they're running a pretty cool format called the hybrid format, where you're allowed to use both of your attacking stats essentially. So if you like something like this, like if you're a friend of mine who's watching and you aren't in the community, go ahead and check out Unholy Angels stream too. Drop them a follow because they'll be running Monster Rancher 2 tournaments as well. So we're going to go ahead and start the prediction for this. Do you like Bell or do you like young Sheldon? Now, not to influence the vote here, I think this could be a potentially scary matchup for Bell. Not being able to dodge Drain Life is going to be, scary in any matchup. Yeah, so, oh, actually, I guess, like, so I don't have so many emotes now, but I do have this emote, which is new since the last time that I streamed. This cup of Mountain Dew, which I think is pretty funny if I do say so myself. So, if you are a new MachoCheeze subscriber, drop that Mountain Dew cup. Cheers, So we're starting out with a seat gun here. Bell tanking that pretty decently. Goes for the dash slash there. Procs young Sheldon's anger. So look at that guts rate. It is skyrocketing. 99% here on the Drain Life. Decent chunk of withing there. All of the health back. Procs Bell's anger though. We have a lot of like little cool local pizza places around where we live. I think we have like 3, which is kind of nutty, and they're all decently in the vicinity of each other, which is cool. So we got like a local pizza place last night. 255 on the million stabs there. Young Sheldon's huge guts lead's gonna help it be a tank there in that moment, and it gets all of that life back on the Drain Life. Young Sheldon looking very good in this matchup. Yeah, Drain Life is crazy. It's so Al, the creator of hard mode, really wanted Plant to be like the best life drain witherer type monster in the game, right? And you know, Drain Life, from what I remember off the top of my head, it doesn't have any, like, hit modifier. Or it might have a positive hit modifier. Jesus, has so much damage and so much health back. Yeah, Belle's struggling right now. And so, like, Al did a good job at buffing it to make it, like, the de facto, like, life-draining tech. It does have the 50 cost, but, like, with Queen Plant's Guts rate, it's really not that big of a deal. So, Young Shelton takes that 2-0. Oh, that was so kind. Well, thank you for gifting Angel a sub. That was very generous of them, and that was very generous. We're being all lovey-dovey today in the chat. I like it. Thank you, everyone, again for tuning into this. It's been the first time, as we talked about before, since I've ran a tournament. And, you know, this has been a lot of fun. Feels, like nothing ever changed, so it feels good to be back. So next up, second match of round 2, we're going to have Kiki versus La Colère. So Kiki, one of the 2 insider monsters that got a win in round 1. Let's see if she can keep carrying the team on her back. So we're going to go ahead, start the prediction here. Do you like Kiki? Do you like La Colère? One very fun breed, or build, that can just kind of kill you whenever it wants. And then one very strong, consistent build, I'd say. This pizza's cold now. I'm glad to be back too. I have a couple tournament of ideas, so hopefully I can make doing tournaments a consistent thing. Hook right off the bat, 50 on the 50-50. Punches her right in the jaw. Supernova at 39. Matt, how are you doing? 735. Actually, not a kill there, which is pretty crazy. How you doing, Matt? So we had 11. 11 is such a funny number. 11 Patuis on Kiki, I believe, to 100 and something on La Colère. So La Colère. Gonna fuck up my vocal cords. What did I just... Vocal cords? Turned a knee fucking jersey there for a second. Ooh, hook right off the bat again. 449 damage. Procs power on La Colère. Goes into the Supernova. Hits on the 40. 777. I guess Supernova wasn't as strong as I thought it would be. Vocal coins. Nothing but up, baby. We're investing. Alright. Fire. I mean, anything that either of these monsters do right now is probably going to end it. Ooh, Hook finally misses on the 51%. Supernova at 39. Ooh, that misses too. La Colère has another chance to swing the hook. 835 on the crit. Big damage. Kiki goes down 2-0. Yeah, most of my activity lately with the community is just kind of chilling with people and like DMs. Otherwise, I haven't been posting too much in the Discord, but I have. So like my main hobby as of late has been 50-50 on the bets. It's pretty cool. Just like 50-50 on Hook. My main hobby lately actually has been playing the new Digimon card game. I'm like big obsessed with that. And I just like gotten into Digimon lately a lot as a whole. Been playing a lot of the games. But it is nice to come back to Monster Rancher, and I need to. I get very obsessive with like hobbies when I get into them, so I need to find a better balance of things that I like. So we're gonna have Big Van versus Fisty here. Predictions going live, but that saying, if anyone ever wants to play the Digimon TCG on Tabletop Simulator, hit me up, because I will most likely be trying to fiend that game. So we got people liking the hanger so far. We got the nice one Patui bet on the worm. Oh, up to 50-50. Alright, so we got the worm, we got the hanger. Let's see who's going to take this. We have the Heaven Pierce off the bat. Nope. Took a second to get his programming going. He does run on oil and dirt compared to other hangers, so, you know, might be a little bit slow to start. Worm Spiral on the 63. I think that's the first time we've seen that move hit today. A 942 on the crit. Big Van with the big move and the big damage. Just stream Monster Rancher and Digimon. You know, that might have to be something that we do. Not to tease what I have planned, but the next Monster Rancher tournament I run might have a little bit of Digimon inspiration. So look forward to that if you're a fan of both franchises. Alright, 2 big worm spirals in a row there. Monsters, pretty close in life. Big Van Vader does have a slight 52-point life lead. Pinch throw at the 37, that does whiff. Big Van's got a big guts lead here, 63% to hit this punch. That's really funny. Punch and Heaven Pierce were both the same accuracy. Worm Spiral would be good to close this out. No reason to really pinch throw right now. Does go for the punch. 379 on the big crit. Vader, or sorry, Fisty takes that in the last second. Oh shoot, I hit no rematch. Hold on. Oh, no, actually I have to. So, if you guys didn't know, in this version of the game, so if you do what I just did and backed out of a match and then re-entered it, the monster's moves actually stay. So like, you know, Fisty is supposed to start with Heaven Pierce, right? Because I backed out and came back in, and they had Fist Missile active. Fist Missile was active when we came back into the match. So whenever you like exit out of a match early, it's best to just change the entry. Hello. Oh, my wife is here. What's up? Okay. Do I need to do anything with the meat?
We just stir the chili around 1 or 2.
Yeah. Alright. Sleep well. Alright, we're going into round 3 here of this set. 38% on the pinch throw, whiffs. So Fisty's got a pretty big guts lead now, about double of what Big Van has. The chat says hi! Oh, Matt. Oh, how many entries on each side? So this is, we got 12 entries overall, 6 versus 6, Matt. Casey said hi. Alright, Heaven Pierce, big guts lead, 729, no crit. Procs the anger there. We're going to see an angry worm spiral. Or an angry pinch throw. He's thinking about it. 41 on the pinch throw. That whiffs. Can swing again. Pinch throw. Oh, worm spiral. Worm spiral has not been hitting today. So that's going to be it for Fisty Misty. I do not think Big Van can get enough guts to swing. And I don't even know if he would be able to do enough damage. The punch there at the end to add insult to injury. But Van did get a win there. Right? It was 2-1. I believe. Let me know if I have that wrong. So now we got Chinapin. versus Square. So Patch and JP. Later, Angel. Thank you again for the all those gift subs. That was incredibly kind of you. I really appreciate that. Have a good rest of your day. I'll try to catch your tournament next time you got it on. Alright, so predictions are going live for these two. Do you like the worm or do you like the cat? Insiders need to win. Please shouldn't have been. We need this. You're all in. What's your all in? 50? Oh no. Oh no, and that whiffed. Alright, Slash Claws at 59%. That whiffs too. So now, like we talked about a little bit before, Chinapin does have a pretty expensive moveset with 2 moves, 150, 145. But they're pretty, they're 78 Jesus. Oh damn. You're right, 7.9k. I was about to say, Patch should probably have more than 50 Patuis. Well, the cat won the first match. But remember, it takes a little bit of time for a caterpillar to turn into a butterfly. So Chinapin might just be taking his time. Alright, Delta attack right off the rip, 79%. This one does hit, 670 on the crit. Decent amount of guts damage. $291, a little bit of withering there. Does proc the anger. So Chinapin is going to get the next chance to attack. Delta attack is the play here. 80% chance to hit compared to Vital Ritual's like 50-ish chance to hit. Will Chinapin attack? Goes for it. 85%. Does it hit? It does. 941. Do we see a grit? We don't. So Chinapin's going to bring this to a game 3. Alright, Vital Ritual off the rip, 49%. That does whiff. This is a big Guts lead. Phantom Claw coming out. 514 on the crit. Huge crit there. Square's going to get the chance to attack again. And Eviscerate would probably end this on the 54%. We do see it. 751. We do see a grit though. Chinapin's going to get a chance to attack. It could get back into this with a Vital Ritual. Vital Ritual on the 50-50 right now. Goes for it. Loses the coin flip. It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. 56% on the Eviscerate is going to win Square the match. So Square takes that 2-1 over Chinapin. I will say, on the level of power scale, Patch in a MachoCheeze tournament is good, but JP luck trumps all, baby. We had a glitch in the system. I'm not sure what happened there. That was a fun match though. Alright, so 2-1 in favor of Square. So we got 2 rounds left. We have 2 matches left in this round. So we have Cats versus God Spam. So me versus Kahuna. You know, Patch is just a good guy, you know. He's like Peter Pan. Or not Peter Pan.
Both of these fighters have dealt with custody battles involving their children.
What's Peter Pan? Not fucking Peter Pan. Robin Hood. You know, they both wear green. So big winning there on the cat. So I'm going to go ahead and start this prediction for the other cat, Big Fluffy Cat versus God Spam. So Catanova, God Spam. The insiders are looking for a win here this round. We just need one win. We can do it. I believe in us. You see that, Peter Pan, because I'm 33. Oh, you got that Elijah Wood syndrome going on, huh? I'm 28, and I say I probably look about 28. I did, so, like, for any of those who don't know, I'm a teacher. And I usually wear a beard. Lately, the way that I've been wearing it is, like, a really, like, trimmed up, nice-looking beard, but, like, a thick mustache. Well, this week, I was trimming up my beard, like, trimming up my neck beard and shit, and right off the bat, listen. When it was Dio doing it during the Welcome Cup, it was awesome. Now, God Spam coming in here and doing the same thing's just pissing me off. Anyways, like I was saying, so I was trimming up my beard and my mustache the other day, and I fucked up my mustache really bad. You motherfucker. Okay. I fucked up my mustache really bad, so I was like, there's no saving this, so let's go ahead and start over. So I went and I, like, trimmed everything down to, like, pretty close to being clean shaven. I just don't like to be completely clean shaven. It's just not, like, my vibe. But, like, I come into school the next day and the kids are just like, what happened? What happened? You look different. What happened to you? You look like a teenager. And I was like, oh my gosh, stop. I don't. Because, you know, I'm about to hit that fucking big 30, right? So I feel pretty good about myself, all things considered. But, you know, age is a number, but it's a fucking damning number if I've ever heard one. Casanova actually came back and won that. So let's go, Cats. What if you're... So I worry about that, right? Like, Monster Rancher, luckily for me, it's the main thing I stream. And I doubt there's a lot of, like, elementary school students who know what Monster Rancher is. But, you know, of course, I don't talk about where I work. I don't use my full name on stream. You know, I try to keep those two parts of my life separately. But there is always that, there is always that, like, you know, little worry in the back of your head that, like, oh shit, what if my students are watching this and they know it's me? Alright, so Cats has the lead right now. God Spam does have one very accurate move, one very damaging move. A God's Bless right here would just end the match. I don't think a back blow could end, you know, never mind. No, not the buffer! Come on, Cats! Yes! Let's fucking go! We got one, baby! You already know, that's how the insiders do it, you know. Putting on a show. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. That's my boy. Alright, so now we got 10-day-old Milk versus Cletus. Or Clytus. Plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. I know, it was a wave of just a wave of emotions right there. Alright, so we got Freeman versus Sayard. Big Crab versus another godly thing. So we've seen these builds by now, so I don't need to talk them up too much. Two pretty fun builds. Predictions are going live. Do you like the crab? Do you like the mask? That's right. So when it happens to me, it's skill. It's all skill, baby. When other people get lucky, no, not giving them props at all. Fuck that. No sirree, Bob. Oh, so what was Fenric talking about? I was around 35 when I stopped being carded for movies, and then 40 when I stopped being carded for out. So I've been like doing beard, like rocking a beard since like high school. Um, so I've always kind of looked a little bit older. There's just something about I just got like a fat face. Even when even when I was at like my skinniest, like I still had a fat face. It's just I got like just one of those people. So I feel like the beard like helps me feel a little bit more comfortable with that. But you know, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna try to get once we kind of get more settled into the house and get our like money flow going and saved up. I want to get an elliptical. Because it's just like my favorite exercise machine. Okay. Was that round 1 or 2? I was so entranced by talking about facial hair there. Round 1. Okay, thank you, Matt. Matt with the clutch. Okay, so 1-0 in favor of Clytus. I believe in 10-day-old milk. Napalm on the 64 does whiff, so 10-day-old milk does have a big guts lead right here. Goes for the death sight 63. No crit. Lots of damage, decent amount of withering though. 10-day-old milk is gonna... I was gonna say maybe he's gonna get the first chance to attack, but Clytus does have a lot faster guts rate, so Clytus is gonna get to attack. Hits the 45 guts first. Colossal on the 54 there is gonna win it. So 10-day-old milk brings us to a game 3. Yeah, I'd say my beard only got like nice and filled in just in the last couple of years. For a long time my mustache didn't connect to my beard, which was actually fine because the way that I like to wear my facial hair, I actually like shaved the little connection there out anyways. But I've actually had a part of my beard, and this is pretty common, I think, but like right under my chin is like the only place where I still have a patch. It's not like a full patch, like bare skin, but it's definitely like noticeably lighter on hair than the rest of my face. This bitch slept through her alarm. That's okay. We still have a lot of tournaments to go. So this is the last game of round 2. So there's still 4 rounds after this and the bracket afterwards. Oh, 6-18. Do we see a grit? We do not. So Clytus is going to take that 2-1 over 10-day-old milk. All right. So 1-2 in favor of Clytus. So I'll be right back again. Let me go fill in the graph. Okay, not a lot of yellow on that screen, but like I said, it's still early in the day. Insiders have a lot of chance to catch back up. So we do have the outsiders Continuing their lead, let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 9 to 3 so far. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. We got them. Hey, remember, hey, I got to stir the chili around 1 or 2. I got it. I should probably actually set an alarm for that. So thank you for reminding me. Alright, so 1 o'clock. Stir the chili. Alright, I got that set. As soon as one side gets 19 points, it's ogre. Oh. See, he can do math to figure out when his team wins, but he can't do math to consider how much life points his monster needs. I see how it is. Alright, so let's hop back into it. We got Kiki versus Sheldon starting off round 3. Nope, Kiki's the Naga's monster. So, you know, Sheldon's been kind of a force so far in the bracket. Probably one of the strongest monsters in the whole tournament. Definitely expect Sheldon to make it to the top 4. But Kiki's kind of like the wild card monster. Like, she could just, you could die, she could die you, or she could, what do they say on TikTok? Unalive. Scott Hall, the outsider. So, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody. When Shells gave me that graphic, I don't really know what it's referring to, but it was funny enough to me to want to use it. So, if any kind person in the chat, I'm guessing it's wrestling. Or maybe a band. WWE wrestling from... Okay, cool. So I was right. So I don't know a whole lot about wrestling. All I really know too much about wrestling is when they had like wrestling game demos at like your local EB games or whatever, I'd always play as Sting because I thought he looked cool. Alright, big damage there coming from Kiki. I pretty much had one friend growing up. We actually see a drain life miss. I had one friend growing up who was really into wrestling, but none of my friend groups were like my friend group was fucking, that's so much overkill. Kiki taking it. None of my friend groups was super duper into wrestling. We all like Pokemon and Halo. Yeah, Supernova is just not as strong as like I thought it was in my head. I think it's got like a decent chance to crit, but I don't know. Sheldon does have the intelligence though, and that is gonna weaken the Supernova damage. But like Fire Breath, I believe should just kill Sheldon, you know, as we saw last time. Alright, no Garrett on Kiki's side. Sheldon taking that unharmed. We got another Game 3 situation. It's a lot of Game 3s, actually. It's just the insiders are having a hard time closing it out. Yeah, no, I never super got... Like, I wasn't really big into sports in general as a kid. I played soccer, but that's just because that's what my... Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, no. No, come on. She hit... No, don't fucking do this. Come on, Kiki. Kiki, swing something. No! Fuck off. Oh! She can still do this. That's a big guts lead. Come on. Hit it. No! God damn it. Alright, Sheldon takes that 2-1. Oh man. I thought Kiki was gonna do it too. Alright, who we got next? So we got Big Van. That's Chinnapin. Sorry, they're both worms. I got them mixed up. That's fuck. That's not even a worm. That's a woman. That match got my brain all discombobulated. Where the fuck is? There's Frey's memory card. Oh my god. Okay. You know, the people who usually play DX are like watching me fumble around these memory cards and they're gonna be like, I thought you said this shit's quicker. You know, it is, only if the person running the tournament is competent or not. Alright, so we got the worm versus the genie. The Jinn. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw the predictions up to this. You like the worm. You like the genie. Sorry, I'm just chewing on this cold pizza. Alright. Now, I don't think Van's got a set win yet. It's definitely got game wins. So, let's see if Van can take his first set of the day. La Carrere's also kind of... Has La Carrere lost a set yet? It's been pretty strong. Nope. It's 2-0 in both of its sets, so... Big Van doing a good job at dodging these moves at least. 63% on the worm spiral. 631 damage. Nice amount of withering there. It does proc the anger. Ooh, still angry. Pinch throw at 70% is pretty scary there. Worm spiral is the move to end this with. Almost max guts on this worm, which is something that you probably never see a whole lot. Does go for the pinch throw. Oh, it's just spamming it. Oh, gets it. Even though this is grid, it's not going to matter. Van is going to take the first match of this set. Unhit, unbothered, flourishing. In his lane. Making big moves. Swings the hook again, 51%. You know, that is a move where you either hit or you don't. Ooh, procs the anger again. Wow. Hey, I'm not complaining. Pinch throw in the 43, that does whiff. La Colère is going to get a chance to get back into this. We've only seen hook so far, I think. I don't know if it's thrown a Mystic Punch yet. And just like that, does swing the Mystic Punch. 697 damage, I believe. Does proc the anger. Could go for the Worm Spiral here. Would be a good choice. 62%. Goes for it. That's the best option he could have picked. Just didn't go his way. Does swing the hook. La Colère is in the lead still. Big Van just needs to swing something. Oh, decides not to. So we're going to go to a game 3. This is La Colére's first match loss, though, so... Pretty good for Van. Just needs to close out this game to get the Insiders their 4th set win overall. Alright, pinch throw at the 44. Hits. 999. And we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Big Van Vader taking it 2-1 over La Colère. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure, like, what language La Colère means. Oh, no. It was, it went worm, Bajaro worm. So, Insiders getting a set win. Let's go. Big bets on the worm, y'all believed. So, now we're gonna go Chinapin. It's French for the anger. Cool. Ha ha ha. Magnifique. The anger is pretty funny. We got Chinapin versus Fisty coming up now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the prediction started for you guys. So, okay, prediction started. So I saw a tweet today. I actually didn't realize fucking Pokemon's coming out in like a month. That's crazy. I still, like, leak-wise, I know we basically know, like, everything about the game, but if, like, you're not looking for Pokemon leaks, I feel like you still don't know a whole lot about the game, which is insane, because, like, I don't really mind looking at Pokemon leaks. There's some crazy-ass shit in there, just Pokemon-wise, and I'm surprised they have not touched on it at all. I'm completely haven't really touched on it at all in a lot of the trailers. There's like so much they're not showing, which I guess some people like. I'm not gonna actually talk about it, but I'm just saying, like, there's a like ton of Pokemon that the general public who don't know about the leaks like don't know about yet. And just knowing like what they are, it's crazy to me that they're keeping a lot of it under wraps. Hey, dude, this move fucking does not work properly. Damon, I'm doing good. We're about 3 rounds into the tournament now. The Outsiders, sadly, are winning so far, but it's okay. The Insiders got heart, baby. We're gonna come back. Last couple of rounds, we got this. But yeah, you guys, I don't know. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the Game Shark Cup. It's probably one of my favorite tournaments I've ever ran. Nash actually ran a Color Pandora in that. And with the idea being like Vital Ritual on a 1 guts rate would be pretty insane. However, that tournament was very notorious for the fact that Delta Attack did just not hit at all, like ever, despite it being like 80% chance to hit every time. And mind you, it's a 1 guts rate tournament, so monsters basically could attack with any attack anytime that they wanted. And it was really fucking weird. Okay, 2-0 in favor of the Caterpillar. But I definitely want to run another Game Shark tournament at some point. I believe I think Lexi's in the chat. She might be able to speak on this if she's in here. I believe somebody figured out how to put text in any slot, which I don't know if that's like something that anyone could like do like easily. But I think a Game Shark tourney, like a Game Shark Cup 2, where like all the normal Game Shark Carp rules are allowed, plus having text in any slot is allowed, could be really fucking funny. I'd love to try that at some point. So that was 2-0 in Tinapin's favor. So next up we got Cats. It seems like the person who runs Monster.bet. Has anyone ever tried to get in contact with them? Because I remember that being, because I remember like, yeah, that's how we figured it. I remember that's how we figured out it was like a possible thing. Oh, it's me versus JP. Cat fight too. Alright, the two kitties of the tournament. You guys like the robot on that last one. Not Return to Nature, Caterpillar, and all that jazz. Alright, so who's gonna win? Do you like the big cat? You like the little cat? I ain't going down. My cat could literally eat your cat in one bite. But it won't, because your cat ain't fucking worth the shit to push out. At this point, I'm convinced Monster Bet is a money laundering scheme somehow. That's pretty funny. Dude. What? Shut up. We can do it. I believe in our team too, Freya. I believe in game 2 we got this. Oh, speaking of cats, we actually had something pretty interesting happening to us this past week. So we actually housed a kitten. Overnight. And, on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, so I come home from work and my neighbor comes out of her house, and she's just like, "Hey!" And she has like a baby kitten in her arms, and she's like, "You guys want a cat?" And we were just like, well, it was a stray that they picked up, but her husband didn't want them to keep it in the house overnight. And so we ended up keeping it overnight. We've talked about keeping it, but like our animals are already kind of stressed that it is getting to a new place, and also we have a new place, and just like one more thing going on is probably just a little too much. So we did end up taking it to the, what's it called, like the SPCA or whatever. It's like a no-kill shelter, I know that, but it's a little baby kitten, so it's gonna be picked up pretty quickly. It was very cute though. It was very nice. So 2 roars off the bat here for Casanova. In the lead. Cope, Seethe, Mauled. How about Eat My Dick, dummy? Game 3. Yeah, I know you don't have fucking power because you had a hurricane. Stupid. If anybody else is from Florida, I want to apologize for that joke. That was just directed at JP. Let's go. 70% whiff. No, not the 420 crit. God fucking damn it. Stupid fucking JP. Ah, that's Square takes it 1-2-1. Not the 420 crit. That was the worst part of that whole ordeal. First he beats me, too. He does it with the fucking meme number. Okay, we got 10-day-old milk versus, who is this? God Spam. Damon, you're funny. Yeah, JP's good. No, if JP was not good, I would not be teasing him about a fucking hurricane. That'd be so fucked up. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start a prediction on these two. We got Crab. We got Halloween costume. Hey, don't. You know, if I didn't have to go through the whole ordeal of remodding you every time I fucking time you out in my chat, I would time your ass out in my chat right here, right now. On God's green earth and everyone's witness. Okay. Oh, didn't kill. I don't know. Okay, so there's two things. That move never misses on my streams. For one. There's two rules to a MachoCheeze stream. The patch power boost and the giant press never like on the MachoCheeze iceberg. These are like at the tippity top.
What's that on that beat? Ho.
Okay, well it missed there. Alright, Death Scythe on the 64%. Jesus, 999 in the crit. We got a game 3. Come the fuck on! Oh, never mind, we're good. So, I mean, okay, Claw Assault is not the move right now, dude. You need you need to go for the crit. Dude, there's no fucking way. Okay, God Spam wins it. Alright, so we're gonna... yeah, Arrowhead's a lot better in DX, by the way. Just letting you guys know. So we're gonna end round 3 off. So we're about halfway through the team portion of the day. We're gonna end this off with Bell versus Clytus. Alright, God Spam won that one. I'm gonna start this next prediction. So this is going to be interesting. We do have a power tank, but because it's a power tank, the damage absorption from that defense is going to not be as strong as if Clytus was an intelligent, or if Clytus was a power monster. Clytus does have 2 pretty strong moves in Napalm and Wrath of God. I always get the 2 mixed up. And I believe their names have been changed in hard mode as it is. But Bell still looking for a set, still actually looking for a game win. So let's see if we can get its first one here versus Clytus. Yeah, Wrath of God. Okay. So we got Napalm, Wrath of God, and we got the million stabs from Bell here. 70% to hit. Decent little chunk of damage. Does proc Clytus's anger. This is going to do a lot of 99 withering. Lots of damage on that guts lead. And Clytus is pretty much going to be able to attack right away again. Already hit 50 guts. Going to take that with a Napalm. 471. Takes the first... Oh, my head's itchy. Takes the first game. Pretty interesting with 12 people. And the only main breed that we had repeated was Golly. But at least they're 2, like... Actually, are they really different builds? Like, when you think about it? They... like, I'm sitting here thinking about it. They got the up-close, accurate move. And then the, like, far away... I guess calling Wrath of God a nuke is being kind of eh. It's just kind of like a solid, like, damage-dealing, like, heavy withering tech. But, you know, one is a power build, one is an intelligence build. So, like, they're different enough, right? So, Wrath of God on the 99. Yeah. Another probably hard matchup for Bell. See ya, Penguin. Hope you have a good day, dude. Or a good night, I guess. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, 2-0 favor of Colitis. Alright, so I feel like that was a pretty quick round compared to the other ones. So I'm going to hop over, get that graphic updated, and I'll be right back. You know, it might be 13-5, but I still believe. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host, MachoCheeze here. We're halfway through the Insiders versus Outsiders tournament. I can't lie. The Insiders are hurting a little bit. But we're just, you know, same thing. We're just warming up. You know, it's halfway through. We're about warmed up right now. So let's keep going. So remember, after the team portion of the tournament, the top 4 scoring monsters overall, who's earned their teams the most points, or not even their teams, who's earned the most points throughout the day, are going to be funneled into a final top 4 bracket. But we're going to go ahead and start off round 4 with Big Van Vader, hot off of its round 3 win, and it's going to be fighting Young Sheldon, undefeated so far in the tournament. Big menace Sheldon is over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull up what are y'all talking about in the chat. I see the phrase webbed site. So we got the 2 Pixie subs. Well, there's 3 Pixie subs in the tournament, I guess. We got 2 of the 3 Pixie subs in the tournament facing off here with Big Van Vader versus Young Sheldon. Predictions are live. Speeble Season 2 was pretty fun, but nothing will ever beat that first season. You, the first season was just super goofy. Alright. So we got Big Van Vader. We got Young Sheldon facing off here. No move right off the bat. Drain Life on the 55 does hit. A little bit of Withering, but not the best time to use the move. Goes for the pinch throw at the 42. Plant looks so fucking insane when it gets picked up. It's just like... Alright, so Vader taking that game 1 on the crit suplex. Do we see another Drain Life at full health? We do not. Young Sheldon backing up. Neither of our competitors here wanting to swing finally goes for a crit seed gun. Goes for the pinch throw at the 42. That does hit. We see another crit. Ooh, big 999 crit. 2 in a row. Young Sheldon, though, in a good spot. Could swing the drain life here. Does, and it's going to heal almost all of that damage back. And we do see a crit from Vader. We know Vader can take this with the 999 damage suplex. Spiral's probably not the move. Just needs to swing the throw. Does hit the throw. Do we see a crit? We don't. 689. Still time left in the match. Drain Life does have a decent amount chance to hit. So does Seed Gun. And that's going to be it. A lot happened that match. Yeah, so what Freya's talking about, for those of you who are unaware, so when you have a bad-natured monster, it's actually optimal, for some reason, for however the game is coded, it's actually optimal to stress them out all of the way, because it actually affects their chance to crit. I believe it's like, what, a 10% extra chance to crit? Oh, Young Sheldon's kind of locking out Big Van here. We know Big Van can hit this with a... got that drain life, though. No grit either. So Sheldon continues to go undefeated, even though Big Van did put on a really good show there. You know, them grit comebacks are a son of a bitch, I tell you what. So, 2-1 in Sheldon's favor. That was a good set, though. Alright, so now we're going to have Chinapin versus La Colère, aka The Anger. Bazanga. You know, I've studied Bazanga or two in my lifetime. Alright, everyone say bye, JP. Well, we got to think about it this way, Matt. The move is absurdly good when it hits, right? But you got to remember, it's still a 50 guts commitment. It's still a 50 guts commitment for something like that. So we got Chinapin, who is doing pretty good. 2-1 in sets right now with La Colère, who I believe is also, where are they? Also 2-1 in sets. So these two right now are pretty good choices to move on to the final, to like the bracket phase. So predictions are live. So what did JP say the magic number was for one of the teams to win? I think he said it was 19 wins. Is it 19? Hold on. Let me look at this. So what? There's going to be how many matches total? 6 times 6 is 36. Yeah, that makes sense, because half of 36 is 18, and you need 19 to get a majority. Everyone say, welcome back, JP. Oh, that would have been a crazy vital ritual there. We could have got a loop going. All right, big delta attack there. La Colère is still in the lead. You know, pretty safe to swing hook there on the 50-50. Does hit the 45% Mystic Punch, though. 999 on the crit. La Colère going to take that first game win against Chinapin. Chinapin strong, though. I know, I believe in him. Oh, you know, maybe it's Matt. Maybe Matt is like the balancing act between Patch and a Macho tournament luck. Matt. I'm sorry, my friend. I might have to ban you from the stream. I need Chinapin to hit these vital rituals. Oh my fucking god! This is rigged. Who thought this tournament was a good idea? Well, hey, don't fucking ban Matt. Oh, we hit one. Woo! So is he gonna swing hook at last second, or is he gonna swing Mystic Punch at last second? He didn't. Okay, he didn't do shit. So we're actually going to a game 3, believe it or not. Okay, game 3, Chinapin, La Colère. Misses the Mystic Punch right off the bat. Big Vital Ritual here. Gonna get a decent Gut Drain if it hits. It does not hit on the 55. I don't know what's going on. Has Hook really missed 7 times in a row? Jesus. You know, we're really down in points, though, so we could use a couple of Hook misses. Anyways, so La Colère takes that 2-1. Just gonna write that down and go on to the next match. We have Cats versus Fisty Misty. Just gonna move on from that subject. Alright, we got me versus Stardust. Y'all like the Jin in that one? I can't say I blame you. It's a very strong monster. Alright, so prediction going up between these two. Do you like the Big Kitty or do you like the Stone Age robot? A little bit more life on Katanova's side. Otherwise, their builds are essentially the same. One's just intelligence, one's power. And you've seen what these guys can do. One's kind of like a chip damage withering monster. The other one's kind of like a crit monster. Two pretty cool builds, if I do say so myself. Stone Age robot. Pretty good. Do you guys like ska? I don't know a whole lot about ska. Like, I'm kind of like, I don't know, normie pilled on. Can somebody please on our side hit a fucking move? Anyways. I'm kind of like normie pilled on ska, where it's just like, yeah, I know who Real Big Fish is, and that's about it. Oh, that's cool, Freya. Like, I really like Real Big Fish's cover of "We Hate It When Our Friends Become Successful," and that's about, dude, and that's about my knowledge of ska. Wait, is Sublime ska? Actually, is 311 ska? Anyway, Fisty Misty takes that first game. I might have to check that out. I'm kind of like folk music's probably my favorite type of music, like singer-songwriter stuff. I like a lot of like bedroom pop too, shit like Claro, Joji, that kind of stuff. Like a lot of folk acts, like Bon Iver is like my favorite band. Tallest Man on Earth, the Antlers, even though Antlers, only their first couple albums were kind of folky stuff. They went into kind of like indie rock. That's kind of like my favorite type of music I like to listen to. Alright, 1-1 so far. Did Smash Mouth really start as ska? That's pretty funny. But I've been like really listening to Claro's first album on repeat the last couple of days. Her one song, Closer to You, that's gotta be probably one of my favorite songs. I love how that shit sounds. A mating song here is not going to put Katsanova in the lead, but it's going to put him in a really good spot. Does get punched though, survives it. The extra life coming through. Alright, does go with a roar. Hits another one at the 48. 200. Oh, not enough to kill. It's so close. Fisty is winning here, I believe. Oh, misses the mating song. Fisty can swing here. It's got a decent chance to hit pretty much all of its moves. No. Swing though, let's see. Oh, 0.4% in Misty's favor. Oh, my pen. Alright, that was a cool set. Alright. 2-1 in favor of Misty. Alright, 10-day-old milk versus Square. So we got Freeman versus JP. Let's see. Fisty took that one. So we'll go ahead and start a prediction on these two. Y'all got 30 seconds. You know the drill. Excuse me. So Square, actually undefeated so far. And then 10-day-old milk has gone 1-2 every one of its matches. So it's been close. He just hasn't got like a full-on set win on the board. So we're going to go ahead and go into this one. Halfway through round 4. Starts off with the Death Scythe on the 57%. Decent amount of damage. Does give Square a pretty big guts lead though. Eviscerate could be scary here. Does swing the Phantom Claw. 482 on the crit. 10-day-old milk still in a little bit of a lead, but Square can swing here again. 270 because of that not as large guts lead. 59% here on the Death Scythe. 531, no grit. Milk is going to take that first game. Phantom Claw here on the 65 to open it up. 372 on the crit. Little bit amount of withering. Milk does have a decent guts lead now. Ooh, acrobatics on the 69. Does leave him with 30 guts though. It's not going to be too long for Milk to have to attack. Switches to slash claws and goes in. Minus 10 guts though. Square can still attack. Pretty much anything he has is going to kill here. Goes for the 56% slash claws. No grit. Square is going to take that unhit. Square. You see, you know, that's why he's always just drinking alcohol. If you can't drink milk, I'd be fucking an alcoholic too. I love milk. White milk, chocolate milk, 2% milk, whole milk, skim milk. I don't know about y'all, but we're a family that buys 2 different kinds of milk. We buy the whole milk for cooking, and then I buy the skim milk for drinking, because that shit's very fatty. And I don't need to be fatter than I already am. That's for damn shit. This man has 80 guts as a Kato. That's fucking crazy. Finally decides this is gonna kill. Yeah, 6. Yeah, so Square takes that 2-1. Let's see. So Milk has like every set has had a really good game. It's just he can't close the set out. Alright, so we're gonna have Bell now versus God Spam. We can only afford milk in our milk. Dude, my wife makes fun of me of the way that I pronounce milk. I guess I pronounce it with like an E, like an L, like the animal elk. But like, I don't know. I don't think I say it that weird. Well, now you just look like a pirate that's talking about milk. Alright, let's see. Let's get a prediction up between these two. So this one's kind of scary for Belle. We have, she is a power tank. So she is going to be taking less damage from God's spam. And she's going to be taking those back blows pretty good. However, God's Bless is still going to be doing a exuberant amount of damage. Especially when you're supposed to be a tank. So we'll see how this goes. Belle going with a slightly lower damage build too to beef up that life stat. Alright, predictions are through. So let's see. God Bless to start us off. Nope. Back blow. See, only about 163 damage. That's not too bad. A little bit of withering there, but nothing Belle that can't make up. Arr! Hey guys. What's a pirate's favorite vitamin? Vitamin C. Let's clap for that one. Clap for that one. Okay, this is gonna kill. Oh, it didn't. Okay, Belle's still in this. She does not have a whole lot of damage output, though, but she does have a decent amount of guts banked up. Oh, running the timer out with Fury. Buffers the dash slash. She's going to buffer another one. Oh, she could have buffered another one. So, Belle, surviving the onslaught of the God's Bless, but does... No! Aww. Why did the lobster blush? 'Cause the seaweed. I don't know if that's like a pod joke, or if I'm just being stupid right now. But I might need that one explained to me. Misses the jumping. It's a urination joke. Yeah, y'all got me stumped. Yep, no surviving that. Weed might be a British slang. Because my American ass don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, 2-0 in favor of God's spam. And now we got the 2Ks of the tournament. Kiki versus Colitis. Colitis? Not colitis. Colitis. God. Colitis is something that my dog had when she was a puppy. Dude, that was when... I remember when that happened. So, Basil got something called colitis. Yeah, it's betting on the mask there is a good idea. Predictions are going live, by the way. So when Basil was a puppy, she got something called colitis, and she had projectile diarrhea. And like, I remember the night that it happened, because like I take her down to poop, because we were both in bed, and we were crating her at the time. But we kept the crate in the room with us. And she like starts like whining and like like really, really loud and really bad. And I was like, damn, she must have to go like potty or something. So I take her down to go potty, and she's like projectile shitting, like crazy. And at first I thought I was like, damn girl, what'd you eat? Like, it was kind of funny the first time it happened, because like, not to be gross and shit too, but she was like farting and stuff real bad too. And like, I've heard a dog fart before, but not like that. And but like every couple of minutes I had to take her out, and it kept happening, right? And I was like, oh, this is like a problem. And so like, we didn't have enough money to take her to like the emergency vet or anything, so we kind of just like had to keep her occupied and stuff till the morning, like stay up with her. But poor thing, like, she was going so much, she ended up like basically like projectile pooping blood. And like, we take her to the vets and stuff, and they get her some fluids, and they had to like give her fluids in a way where they had to like basically inject her with fluids, and it gave her this like lump of just water like on her back, like she was a fucking camel. And she ended up being okay. Like, obviously we still have her, she's healthy, she's fine, but god, the reason that it made me remember this is because I remember I had to cancel a Speeble stream because of it. But luckily since then, like, she hasn't had any sicknesses or anything. But that was a wild night. I think that was the first time Fire Breath didn't do 999 damage. Alright, so quick scent from Kiki. Yeah, that's why they gave her the fluids. So 2-0 in Kiki's favor. Yeah, I remember I had to call off work that day. I had to cancel a Speeble stream. That was a mess of a day, like, no pun intended. Okay, so I'm gonna go pee, get myself some water, and get this graphics updated. And I'll be back. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I've always said that competitive Monster Rancher isn't about winning. It's just about finding a community to hang out with. And that, you know, the actual winning is all of us getting to hang out with each other. So we're not going to look at this screen anymore. We're going to go back to here. And we're going to keep going. It's okay. So yeah, so it's 18 to... Oh, I didn't save it. I don't think. Hold on. It's 18 to 6. So, as we've figured out before, you need 19 set wins to win the team part of the tournament. So that means the insiders are going to have to win every one of their matches from here on out to have a chance. And at that point, they'll tie. And at that point, I don't know how to break that. So, we'll get there when we get there. So what do we got coming up next? So who won that last one? Kiki won that last one. So fucking Kiki's keeping us in it. She's Kiki keeping us in it. You don't know that. We could just start going fucking absolutely stupid mode. Just bringing the milk on. Okay, so speaking of a British accent, we got Patch coming up. So we're going to have Chinapin versus Sheldon. Sheldon, again, complete wrecking ball of the day, just taking everybody down. A couple lucky grits in there, but we're not going to talk about that part. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this prediction. You like the worm or you like the plant? Now, if this is real life, usually caterpillars have a good matchup with plants, I would say. Now this is the fantasy world of Monster Rancher, though. Post-apocalyptic nonsense that it is going on. So yeah, we got same stat spread. You know it. Moves on the inside, moves on the outside. We're used to seeing these guys by now. Two pretty interesting monsters. Two fairly strong monsters. Chinapin's done pretty well for itself. It's gone 2-2 in the day. And every set it's at least 1-1 game. Young Sheldon going 2-1, 2-1, 0-2, or 2-0, 2-1. So starting off with the big crit delta attack there, 673 damage. Yeah, Vader's a fun build. It would be really interesting to see. Well, actually, I'm about to see these monsters on like a traditional like round robin. But a tournament where you only had moves in the middle might be a little boring. Okay, so Chinapin's got, he's got the tools to be able to mount this comeback. So delta attack in the anger, gonna do a crap ton of withering if it hits. 85, 60 withering. Chinapin's gonna get the next chance to attack though. Young Sheldon's gonna get the next chance to attack. Oh, Vital Ritual at the very last second, and it's 74 too. That shit didn't hit, man. That's okay. That's just game one. We got 2 more games to work with. That was just he's just getting info. Yeah, I think Vader's a fun build. I've wanted to do a worm build actually that just has pinch throw. I think that could be kind of neat. But I do like the worm spiral. It's a very, very nice tech. Oh, misses the drain life, so this is looking good for Chinapin right now. This is kind of like what we were talking about earlier, where if it hits, drain life... Okay. Drain life just looks like one of the best moves in the game, but it is a pretty steep 50 guts cost, so even with plants, fast gust rate, it's still a pretty big commitment. So things are looking bad. That is true. I guess Collar Pandoras have never really had a whole lot of luck on MachoCheeze streams. Oh, not enough to bring it back, unfortunately. So, Young Sheldon is going to take this 2-0. And, the insider... the outsiders are gonna win the team portion of the tournament. Unfortunately. So congratulations to you guys. We still have 2 rounds though, and we have the final bracket phase of the tournament. So all of these matches still matter. Yeah, we going into it. In terms of viability and also build, we had a tough hill to climb, but we had made a pretty fun team of monsters. That's it. That's it. Where is he? How do I ban him from here? Oh, I could report him. Oh, there he goes. He's on timeout. "600 seconds, bitch. Eat my dick and balls and everything in between." Okay, so we have cats coming up. So cats versus La Colère. You know, he had to see it coming. A lot of people liking the worm on that one. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start a prediction. Do you like the cat? Do you like the genie? Alright. How do I unban JP from my... It's the users in chat. Where is he? Untime out. Okay, he's untimed out. Do I not have to remod him? It doesn't look like I have to. JP, you're free. Oh my fucking god, we haven't talked about keyboard juice in so long. Dude, that's fucking... that's competitive Monster Rancher. That's competitive Monster Rancher lore at this point. Like, deep lore. Dude, we're so fucking old. Like, me personally, I've been in the scene since the original port of Monster Farm 2 came to the Switch. So like that's like I joined the Discord before that, but I wasn't really active. But I became like active in the community once the first Switch port came out, and that's been so fucking long ago at this point, dude. I don't know. Keyboard Juice has got to be like at least a year old. There's a lot. Not to sound like a fucking boomer. There's a lot of stuff you like newer guys who came in with DX just missed. Yeah, Monster Rancher Battle League Season 2, so that was about a year ago. Oh, we see a grit, but Katsanova is not going to be able to make a comeback. Alright, 2-0 in La Colére's favor. So I looked at Monster Rancher Metropolis like as a kid, but I never got an account. Because from what I remember, you had to like mail someone to get an account, and I don't think my parents were vibing with that too well. So we're gonna have Freeman's Milk, expired milk, versus Fisty coming up. Yeah, I used to just get on and just like read MRM like all the time. I get on Legend Cup, get on MRM. Like, it's crazy how much the community has changed. Oh, I used to like, I can't remember who wrote them, but there's like a series somebody did on MRM of like them basically reviewing like all the monsters and how they're supposed to play and stuff like that. Predictions are up, by the way. And I remember just like getting on there and just like reading like, was it Dark Phoenix who wrote all of these? I can't remember. I was on I liked the fan art section of Legends a lot, and I would get on and I would get on and I would look at like all the monster pictures and stuff like that. I remember I made a GeoCities website and I stole a bunch of the I stole a bunch of the pictures of like the book images off of Legend Cup, and I made a website. I made a website called like Corey's favorite Monster Rancher 2 monsters. And like they still had like the Legend Cup watermark on them and everything. So that's pretty funny. I joined a Monster Rancher community when I was a kid, and there was a forum called Everything About Monster Rancher in Portuguese. But all the people did there was speculation. That's still pretty cool. I don't remember there ever really being like forums for Monster Rancher. Well, I mean, I guess Monster Rancher Metropolis was kind of a forum. But like the forums that I got on as a kid, it was mostly Pokemon and Sonic stuff. I don't know if anyone back in the day remembers the Cave of Dragonflies. That was like my spot back in the day. Alright, Melt getting the 2-0 there when it doesn't matter anymore. Well, for him, because he's definitely not moving on to the he's definitely not moving on to the final part. The only thing I can think of about the Cave and Dragonflies that is like pretty recently is they have that Butterfree, the site's owner, has made the part of the website where you figure out your favorite Pokemon by like 50 pop up and you click like 5 that you like, and then it cycles through different Pokemon and you click on those and you like slowly narrow down to like your like 10, 20, 25, 50 favorite Pokemon or whatever. I know that was kind of like popular for a couple of days on the internet. So we got Bell versus Square. So I'd say Square has a pretty good chance. Oh, excuse me. I'd say Square has a pretty good chance of moving on up to the final round. It's gone undefeated so far. Yeah, which is a good indicator of a good monster. Let's see. So Crab won that one. So we're gonna go ahead and start this prediction. So Belle has yet to take a game. So maybe this will be the first time she takes a game. But if you want to vote on somebody, I'd probably vote on Square. But if you want to bet the odds on a little bit of Patooey luck, vote on the Knight. I was kind of thinking that too. JP, Square doesn't have like a super great damage output unless he crits. Like this Phantom Claw is gonna do nothing but chip damage and the ability to proc Anger on Bell, which would be a bad opener, but he decides not to go for it. Ooh. Trep Goes, thank you for the follow. I feel like I kind of want to go through, redo like a lot of my alerts and stuff. Because obviously, some of you who's hung out in my streams before, I had to make a new like little overlay, which I like a lot. Usually I make like specific overlays for every tournament that I do. I've just been so fucking busy lately. Alright, we're gonna see a grit. We do. Doesn't it have a heavy tech in slot 1? So, like, it does, but Eviscerate's main thing is it's a solid damage dealing move with... I can't remember if Eviscerate has a plus modifier to hit or a 0 modifier to hit, but like where it comes in clutch is it's like incredibly high chance to hit on like a solid damage dealing tech for not a lot of guts, right? I think it's 0. I think it's 0 too. And Bell's gonna be able to tank something like that really well unless it crits, and even then, it's still not gonna do like a huge chunk of Bell's health. So Bell unable to hit anything so far in this set, not proccing Anger either. The most I ever talked about Monster Rancher with someone was a kid was another kid I made friends with on holiday in Spain, and we were like, wow, you know. So, when I was a kid, I would try to get, I guess Nash and I have similar stories about Monster Rancher. We would try to always get our friends to play Monster Rancher, but like one of my friends I think were just humoring me, where they would play with me for a little bit and they'd be like, all right, let's do something else. So, funny enough, so Zanaga and I actually met in college. Zanaga and I actually met in college, and I remember one day we were talking about some of our favorite games, and I brought up Monster Rancher 2. And he was like the first person in real life, other than somebody I forced to play it, who knew like what Monster Rancher 2 was. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so Bell's... That's the first time Bell's hit a move in a good minute. So Million Stab... A decent move, does a good chunk of damage, pretty accurate. Phantom Claw, not the move that Square wants to be using in this matchup, does proc Bell's Anger, goes for the Eviscerate. See, look at that, only 204 with that giant Guts lead and all the defense, and another Anger proc. Bell is looking good right now. Million Stab, 75%, 3/4 chance to hit. Does put Square into power range, but he might not have the guts to be able to take advantage of it. Million Stabs to close it off. Definitely Bell's best option. 390 note grit. So Bell's actually going to take that 2-1, ending Square's undefeated streak. So good job to Bell. She got one on the board. Next we got Kiki versus Godspan. So the two kind of just like fuck you, you're dead builds of the day, finally facing off with each other. Godspam probably a little bit more lucky in hitting his big fuck you move than Kiki has, but Kiki has 2 big fuck you moves, while Godspam only has the 1. But 2 pretty fun builds here. I'm going to go ahead and throw the prediction up. You got 30 seconds. Which one you like better? I will say it again. Kiki's my favorite build of the tournament. I just think the moveset is incredibly funny. And then Godspam's a funny build too. Wait, did you bet wrong? I didn't give it to the wrong person, did I? Oh, I guess there's no way to check. A lot of people liking Kiki. I'm sorry if I gave it to the wrong person. I remember showing Monster Rancher to one of my friends. He named himself Fart in his Zoom Ass. I got so pissed. I always took Monster Rancher very seriously. That's pretty funny. I remember one time my friends and I were on an Xbox Live party, and my friend Tyler was playing. He's dead. My friend Tyler was playing his old copy. He found his copy of Pokemon Red and he booted up, and he was playing in call and he was talking about it. and, and he like opens it up and he looks at his party and he's just like, I had a Diglett and his name was Ass Dirt. And we were all laughing about it, and he was just like, mind you, this is like my copy, like my save file from when I was like 5 years old. That favorite Pokemon thing is updated for Gen 8. That's cool. Maybe maybe after the tournament's over. Oh, you know what? After the tournament's over in the other games channel, somebody, I can link that, or Freya can link it. Maybe we can do the favorite Pokemon thing and we can all post them in there. That could be fun. So already on game 3 of this set, which is pretty cool. Very fast set. 808 damage, not enough to kill. Could proc Kiki's power. I want to see a power Fire Breath really bad. Just completely unnecessary. We've learned that it could be a little bit necessary on Supernova. They just don't miss. Okay, well, Kiki takes that 2-1. And then we're going to go ahead and end the round here with Big Van versus Clytus. I don't know, Gen 8 as games are alright. I really like the multiplayer aspect to them. Like I loved like that first week or two of just like doing raids, not having like every Pokemon with like my friends in call. That was a ton of fun. The single player aspect of it, it's alright. But the Pokemon designs are Kino. So many of them are so good. Kind of weak on the starters. I like Reboot a lot. Reboot is super cool. Oh, I didn't do a prediction for this one, but it's alright. I love Reboot as far as starters goes. Rillaboom's pretty cool, but like you got Pokemon like the fossils. I love the fossils, Dracovish and Arctozolt especially. You got Cramorant, Appleton, Corsola. So many good fucking monsters. The Toxtricity is cool. Obstagoon is super cool. Stonejourner's sick. I fucking love Ice Cube. They went hard. The new Regis both are super cool. I like Regidrago a lot. Regieleki, I kind of am a little bit of a piss baby towards just because of how good it is in VGC. Like, annoyingly so. Like, really meta-defining. Freya, do you like the yellow Toxtricity or the blue Toxtricity better? So 1 run right now in this set. Fenric. So this is in reply to what Matt said earlier about his friend naming his monster farts. Fenric says, now adult streamers that are new to Monster Rancher basically do the same thing. That's very funny. Well, Freya, you are a bass player, right? Did I got that right? So pretty close match between these two. Next hit that lands is gonna win. Bass is cool. I've never tried it out myself. I know. So the first instrument I ever learned is I learned how to play the ukulele. I think when I was in like 9th grade. I heard Brudda Iz's cover Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I was like, oh, I need to learn how to do that, whatever he did. So Clytus is going to take that 2-1. And up there I kind of moved from guitar, and I learned a little bit of music theory, so I learned a little bit of piano. I have a thumb piano here, right here. It was pretty cool. There's actually a local guy who makes them out of coconuts, and I bought one. Very close set there though. So 2-1 in Clytus's favor, so that means we just got 1 round left. So let me go ahead and update the graphic. Alright, welcome back. So, we have the Insiders leading with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 lead to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, you know, big point discrepancy here. I would just like to point out Kiki, overall best monster in Insiders so far. So I think that is very cool. So we're going to keep it going with this last round. We have 6 more matches of the team phase, and then we'll funnel things into the final bracket phase. We already know that the Insiders are the team champions of the day, so congratulations again to you guys. But we do have to figure out who is the strongest monster overall today. So, we are going to start off with my monster cats versus Sheldon. So Sheldon, again, going undefeated today so far. It's been kind of a bully. It's been kind of a bully. But, I believe in my boy. Gonna go ahead and start a prediction. Do you like the cat? Do you like the plant? Cat dog. From earliest to newest, recorder, piano, violin, clarinet, hammer, dulcimer. That's sick. Guitar, hands full of other similar instruments over the years. I can pick up almost anything nowadays and go back to, and always go back to piano, keyboard. I'm pretty out of practice with music. I was never like super duper good at anything. The closest I got to be like really heavily practicing was playing the ukulele. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jake Shimabukuro before, but he's like probably the most technical ukulele player that's ever existed. He was really known for that like solo ukulele rendition of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. That was like a big video that went around the internet. Kind of when like my generation was in high school or earlier. But like I studied that guy a lot, and I learned a couple of his arrangements. Obviously could not play it anywhere close to where he played them, but I got pretty good at ukulele at one point. And then I kind of pivoted from doing like instrumental music into like picking up guitar, like writing lyrics and stuff. Yes, we got one, boys. Writing lyrics and stuff. And like I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself a great singer or anything, but I really like making music for like me. Never really thought about doing music or singing or songwriting as a career or anything like that, but it's a really fun thing that I did in my spare time. I have some stuff up on the internet. I don't really share it a whole lot though. But to me it's kind of silly to make stuff and not put it up somewhere, I guess. Definitely out of practice, but it's like riding a bike. I can play it proficiently without practice, but not going... Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Eat my butt, Nash. Nash is probably sleeping. Or actually, maybe working today since it's a weekend. Y'all didn't believe in my boy. It was 20% to 80%. He might not have been a winner today, but he was a winner in my heart. He got bamboozled. Nash and I were talking the other day in chat, and we were talking about like this tournament coming up and whatever. And he was just like, I don't even remember like how I built my plant, because like he got his entry in super duper fast. Like pretty much right after I announced that the tournament was happening, and I like sent him some screenshots, and he saw like its name was Young Sheldon, and he was like, why the fuck did I name it that? And we were laughing about that. Because it's a very funny name. But I think it's got a really good chance to take the whole thing. It's a very strong build. So we got Crab versus Genie coming up. La Colère, another monster who's got a good chance at winning the single monster portion of the tournament. So we got Tendio Milk, La Colère. We got the prediction up. You guys got about 15 seconds left on that. What's my favorite Nash name? So going back to talk about Game Shark Cup a little bit, when we were mulling around different ideas of like what we wanted to build for the Game Shark Cup, because no one ever ran anything like that before as far as I understand, and he cemented the fact that he wanted to do a color Pandora of some kind pretty quickly, but he was trying to think of a name for it, and he originally just wanted to call it Three Fuckers, and I've never denied anyone's like monster name before, and I wasn't going to deny that one, but that's the closest I've ever gotten to denying like an entry's name. He ended up going with the Syndicate instead, but Three Fuckers is a pretty funny name idea. I don't know, Young Sheldon's pretty good. He had MK Ultrarl in the Monster Hunter Battle League Season 2. Freeman, I don't know why your monster took this long to step up their game and start winning. Now I'm just thinking about like crazy names we've had in the past. JP ran, this is an old tournament by the way, JP ran a gimmick tournament a year or two ago now called the Suck Cup, where you could only use draining techniques, and the monster that won it was called Okay, I'm Cum. Which is, you know, what more can I say about that? I got second in that tournament. Spots 1 and 2 were both color Pandora. Somehow no one entered a plant in that. I don't know how. It was like mostly color Pandora, a Naga, and a Pixie. But I think, what, JP, there was like 5 to 6 entries in that. Alright, so Milk popping off there a little bit at the end. Yeah, the rancher, unfortunately doesn't really. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, that's regarded from person to person. The rancher doesn't really hang out in the community anymore. But that was definitely probably the most wild name I've ever seen. Sorry. Okay. That was a fast match. So next up we got Belle versus Fisty Misty, which actually I think could potentially be a pretty good matchup for Belle. The thumbnail for the Suck Cup is you at the laundromat, isn't it? Did I make that up? Alright, so we got the prediction started between these two. We got Belle versus Fisty Misty. I had some pretty good names. Mace Windude is a good name. Fortunately, I never got to use Mountain Doodle. That would have been a good name. Mace Windude, by the way, was a centaur. Was a centaur Pajara, which fights with a mace. He did not live up to his name, though. He got to A rank in the Monster Rancher Battle League, but he was not a winning man. Huey Dewey Lewis, my Beekland Duckin that I raised for the Deluxe Cup. That name is so fire. Phantom Train. Did Phantom Train end up making it out of C rank, Freya? I can't remember. So those of you for good luck, have fun's a pretty good name. No, didn't get out of C rank. I mean, that's Worm's hard in a format like that because you have to get around with Sting. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, oh my god, I got ease. That's just rude. So those of you who weren't around for the Monster Rancher Battle League, it was like the thing that Nash did before he did like stuff in DX. And it was like his main tournament series he would run. It was basically like all the monsters would start out in C rank. And every time that they would win a tournament, they would move up to the next rank. So, you know, unfortunately, we would have some monsters in the tournament that never moved it up past C rank. But I think most of the players got monsters because you can enter up to 4 monsters. You can enter up to 4 monsters, and I'm pretty sure most of the people who played at least got their monster, at least one monster up to A rank. I had a monster in S rank, and then 2 monsters in A, and then 1 monster that made it to B. And I know Freya had La Overture, which made it to... The La Overture made it to S rank or A rank? A rank. Yeah, La Overture is a cool build. This is so close. I actually don't know who's gonna... Oh wait, I do know who's gonna win this. It'd be Belle, right? If they go to time? Yeah. I went through a little phase where I was just naming monsters after Pokemon items for some reason. Like I had a Habanberry, which was... I raised a purebred dragon in one of Freya's tournaments. God, all of this is so old now, guys. What the heck? Where is time? Yeah, so it was the slow and steady tournament. So the whole idea with the tournament is that the monsters had to have, was it 16 and up guts? I believe, Freya, or 16 or slower. So I raised a purebred dragon. So Bell takes that 2-1. I raised a purebred dragon with just moves in slot 1. I did tail attack, and I did the tail attack, and I did 2 bites. And it did really well. It went all the way to like third or fourth place, which I think is the best like a purebred dragon's ever done in a tournament, so that's pretty cool. So Bell getting another win there. Yeah, as like a player wise, I've always done pretty good, but I don't know if I'd ever say I'd innovated too much in the game. I'd say my closest to innovating something is mixed Suezo was probably like that was like kind of the thing that like I introduced to the scene, because in like the first season of the Speeble, I had a mixed white Suezo that was pretty much near undefeatable. And so like I kind of showed how strong like that could be. But other than that, I usually just try to make fun stuff and hope that it and hope that it does okay. Yeah, it did lose to the ghost, which is pretty funny. Alright, so Bell ended up winning that one. So we got Kiki versus Square. Dude, I kind of want Kiki to win this just for the fact that I would like Kiki to make it out into like bracket phase. So we got Kiki versus Square. Predictions are live for this one. Yeah. Well, it's like, so Shells, I feel you on that, because like I'd say like I'm kind of like the middle generation of like current Monster Rancher players, because there was a whole lot of like hard mode tournaments that I missed before coming in when the Switch port dropped. And so like I kind of done the same thing where I've gone through and I used to like watch old tournaments. Like there was like Jack used to run a bunch of tournaments, Engine used to run a bunch of tournaments. I was kind of getting into the scene and Stardust ran a bunch of tournaments that I wasn't a part of. So I was kind of getting into the scene when like Nash started running stuff. I kind of came in on like the middle of the Monster Rancher Battle League. And then the first tournament I ever ran was on the Switch port. It was called Wall Guys, so it was a mono only tournament. And that was a lot of fun. I didn't know what the fuck was going on back then. As like a streamer or as like a competitor. Yeah, because Freya, your monster was Rush, right? Yeah, Rush was a cool monster. Alright, so Square takes that first game. Sorry for those who are like wanting to talk about the mat. Now you got Grandpa reminiscing. My first ever monster was a tiger plant named Papaya, and it was on the Switch port. And there was a guy who would come in the Discord. Sometimes his name was Aki, and he ran a pre-Koshin round robin. So like, you know, the Koshin tournaments, like Tecmo's official tournament. So he did like a pre-Koshin round robin, and it was me, Nash, Chase, Aki, and I think Bio and JP. Oh, for the devil's number. Bottoms up and the devil laughs, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, it was basically a bunch of Metal Nurse, and then Nash ran a 2-0 for Square, by the way. Nash ran a Kamui, and then Bio ran a Blue Phoenix, and then I ran this Tiger Plant because I thought Tropical Dog was cute. So, and I did not get last, I think, but I did definitely not get more than like 5th. He is a good boy. I love Tropical Dog. That's one of my favorite monsters in the game. Yeah, so you raised the Metal Nerd. I think Chase won. I don't know. Metal Nerd's so strong. Like, it's one thing to talk about it, but just like seeing it in action. I know that's the shitty thing about like Metal Nerd being as broken as it is it's genuinely a super cool, like super unique monster. And we just can't like use it. Oh right, Kahuna was in that because he raised Overseas Please. So I'm putting the prediction up between these two. Yeah, Kahuna raised Overseas Please, which was basically just like, oh, I hope I hit my gelcopter. Hopefully whenever Al gets around to completing the next patch of hard mode, Al's a super smart dude. Hopefully he's got some cool changes in place for Metal Nerd to kind of like line it up with like more monsters, so we can actually use it. So that's kind of the hard thing. Like, I can't imagine like the task that Al has to have where you have to keep the flavor of the monster, right? Like, Metal Nerd is supposed to be like fast guts rate, all skill, all defense, like other shitty stats, right? And I feel like a monster built around a fast guts rate like that's supposed to be like super accurate, it's probably got to be really hard to balance. But I mean, Ghost has got a fast guts rate and Pixie's got a fast guts rate, and they're both kind of poo-poo. So I don't know. Alright, so Van taking that first game. The only non-weekly BL tournament I've won was with the Metal Nerd, so I'm not sure if it's a fair... Hey, if it's allowed, it's a fair win. If it's allowed, it's a fair win. That's the tournament organizer's fault for allowing something like that, right? You never want to feel bad winning with the tools that you are given to win with. So Van, quick 2-0 there. And we have one more match. We got Chinapin versus Clytus. Yeah, Van went a little bit stupid that last match. Alright, final match of the team phase of the tournament. Insider's kind of turning it up at the last second for some reason. I don't know. I did say we were going to heat up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this prediction. It's okay. I call them chips all the time too. I'm used to being in Nash's stream. I kind of want to change them from being Patuis because like I kind of want to change them from being Patuis because like I play Smash again every now and again, but like I'm not like into Smash like I was 2, 3, 4 years ago. So you know, I played like 4 in Ultimate, Melee 2, a little bit competitively PM. Piranha Plant is my main in Ultimate. And so, you know, like, Patui's is like his main move. But I've had Patui's so long as being like my channel currency on the stream, I feel like it would be a little bit weird to change them at this point, even though it's like nothing to do with any of the games that I play on stream. So I've thought about that. So I don't know. Do you guys got any thoughts on that? So I've thought about changing it to cup jellies, which I think would be pretty fun. Changing it to cup jellies or like piles of meat from like Monster Rancher 2. But I don't know. Patooey is such a fun word to say too. But then again, I also don't know if I stream enough to really worry about it that much, but we'll see. Everyone can raise a beakling. That'd be pretty funny. I've thought about doing like a little gotcha system where like you can spend points on a cup jelly and like you can get, you know, you can gamble on whether you you get like a diamond mark or not. I think that sounds kind of cute, but also I don't know coding shit at all, so Alright, so Chinnapin taking that first match. Delta attack in anger, that's going to be all of your guts gone. Oh, all your health gone too, that was big damage there. Procs Clytus's anger though, so Clytus is still going to get the next chance to attack. He... Mr. Moosebones himself, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Nat. Oh, not good morning anymore. Dude, your plant's been destroying people. I don't know if you've been catching up on the VOD or what. But... Except my monster. He didn't beat my monster. Alright, Chinnapin takes that 2-0. Now, did my monster beat anybody else? Let me check. He beat one other monster. Alright, so that's going to be it for the team phase of the tournament. So let me go ahead and count up the scores, and then I'm going to also have to count up... I'm going to have to count up the... Excuse me. I'm going to have to count up which monsters are going to advance to the next... to the bracket phase of the tournament. So remember, there's 2 phases of this tournament. There's the team phase, where, you know, we already know the outsiders won that one. I would consider that the most important part to win because this is a team tournament, but I thought it would be fun to take the top 4 overall scorers in the team phase, move them up to a top 4 bracket, and do a little final bracket with them. So we'll have the outsiders winning the team phase, and then we'll find our overall champion here in just a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in. It's been a really fun day. Alrighty, we're back. Okay, so here's the overall scores for the day. So, you know, insiders got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 wins, and that means what? Outsiders got 22. I don't know. Math is not my strong suit. Anyways, so now we're gonna move on to the. We're gonna move on to the this portion of the bracket. So as you can see, little. Let me get this put in here. So here's your seeds for it. I don't know how well this is gonna fit in, but fuck it, we're doing it on the fly. And so your overall seeds were Square, JP's monster, Young Sheldon, Nash's monster, La Colère, which is Favor's monster. Don't know why. That wasn't in there. And then Klytus, which is Sayred's monster. So if we go ahead and look back right here. So what I did is I did set wins and then match wins. Basically set wins and then match wins. So as you can see, Square had the most set wins overall. And well, Square and Sheldon had the most match wins overall. Wait. Hold on. Well, I wrote this. Okay, well, actually. What was my decision to do this? Oh, it was because Square lost less games than Sheldon did. Is why he was the overall #1 seed. So Square first, Sheldon, La Colère, then Klytus. So all outsider monsters, who would have thought? So we're going to go ahead and jump over here. Let me pull this bracket back up. So we're going to jump over here to the bracket. So we're going to start off with Square versus Klytus and then Young Sheldon versus La Colère. So this will take maybe about another 45 minutes, hour. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So we got Square versus Klytus. Actually, no reason to use that memory card anymore. So we could have a JP versus Nash winners finals, which is pretty funny. So these are just going to be, again, best 2 out of 3 up until we get to winners, losers, and grands finals, which will be best 3 out of 5. You know how we like to do it here on the MachoCheeze channel. So I'm going to go ahead and put a prediction up here. Chinapin was really close. But Chinapin was really close. But Klytus had overall more set wins. Chinapin did better at getting games, or did the same in getting games over his sets, but Klytus got the better set count overall. So predictions live. Thank you guys again for sticking around and watching. It's been a lot of fun today. Kind of getting back in the groove of doing this, of course. Might be a little bit rusty, but I think I've done okay. I'll have details ironed out for the next tournament I want to do here sometime soon. It's going to be really fun, but it's also going to be a little complicated, so I want to make sure I get every detail ironed out before I post something, and hopefully not have a typo in the logo this time. Again, I would like to thank Shells for helping me beef up the logo a little bit. is very appreciated.
Both of these fighters have dealt with custody battles involving their children.
So we're going to have an all outsiders top 4. So no moves going on in these middle slots. Clyde is taking this first game. Is what would have happened if Square didn't grit? Yeah, I can't believe nobody noticed either. And it wasn't even like a month.
Says, eat this onions.
You know I love I need an Obunga emote. Actually, that could be technically interpreted the wrong way, so I don't know. Might have to consult the gang on the Obunga emote idea. I do need a couple of emotes. I think I got up to 5 slots. So Clyde is taking that first game over the first seed of the tournament so far. I have a couple of emote ideas. The Mountain Dew one kills me, and that shit was no effort at all. I drew my other 2. Alright, big 974 Napalm. Clytus moving up to winners finals 2-0. Now, Square is not out of the bracket. He can still make it through losers. But Clytus is in a good spot right now. Mr. Moosebones himself, thank you for the sub. Always appreciate the support, brother. Don't need to go to this memory. Every time I go to this memory card, it just hurts my soul a little bit. So we got young Sheldon coming up. Appropriate time for Nash to resub, considering his boys coming up. So we would have what I personally would have considered going into the tournament, the top 2 strongest monsters of the day. I think both these builds are really good. They're really optimized, and they're really scary. Bungus says, eat this sub. Now, I don't know about you, but a onion sub sandwich does not sound like something that'd be up my alley. Alright, so we got young Sheldon. Predictions starting. Young Sheldon, la colère. The anger, as I've been told. Same stat line, except one's intelligence, one's power. 2 very strong builds. Should be a good match. Best 2 out of 3. You got 15 seconds left on the bet. My water cup is spilling all over me like I'm a fucking toddler. Ugh. I'm excited for the chill. I hope Casey's making cornbread muffins. Oh, boys and girls. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Boys and girls, if you don't have somebody in your life already, a boy, girl, or anything in between that knows how to cook, if there's anything that you take away from this stream, is find a partner who can cook. Because my wife can cook really good. And it makes me happy. Swings the hook, misses at the 56%. Young Sheldon, decent spot here. We can see Mystic Punch can kill on the crit. 979, another crit. Just 2 punches and it's a go. La Carrère moving on to winners finals. Young Sheldon moving down into losers. We will get to see that Nash versus JP fight. But yeah. What can you do? Sheldon only has to win a couple more matches to make it back to grand finals, though, so I think Sheldon can do it. All these monsters in here are strong. So, let's go ahead. Why not? Let's go ahead and do this losers match, get this out of the way. Our last 2 out of 3 match of the day, I think. Yeah. Dude, I don't know what it is about, I don't know what it is about Delta Attack in my streams, but that is shit that does not mix together well. But like that's a really cool thing about Sheldon's build is despite like not dodging things most of the time, if you don't kill Sheldon in one hit, he's got a really good comeback potential just with how strong Life Drain is when it hits. So it's a really neat build of a monster. And I like the seed gun just kind of for like the nice chip damage, like little bit of withering at the beginning of a match potential. So we got number 1 and 2 seed facing off, fighting for their life right now. Predictions up. You got Square versus Young Sheldon. Yeah, Plant's really cool in hard mode. I like Power Plant a lot. If I entered a plant in anything, I think the only thing I've entered a plant in was Doc Bio's Halloween tournament that she put on last year, where it was a really funny stat spread where everyone's had to have 666 in every stat, and I raised, and you only allowed for like spooky or like really monstery subbreeds, and I raised a plant gel for that called Slime Token, and it did pretty good. I think it got 5th or 4th or something. It made top 8 at least, but it was a mixed plant, which was really cool. It was like Life Drain, Face Drill, and maybe like Jab combo or something like that. I don't know, I'd have to find the VOD. Sheldon's just spitting. So Sheldon up 1-0 so far. Alright. Phantom Claw, probably not the best move to swing in this matchup. You know, it's kind of more chip damagey tech. Does some withering, so it can proc Young Sheldon's anger. Goes for the Slash Claw, 228. Not bad there. A little bit of damage again. No chance to proc anger on that. 199 on the Seed Gun. Ooh, big crit there on the Slash Claws, bringing it to a game 3. Yeah, I get that. So Gatling is really strong in hard mode, but I didn't want to go that expensive. Yeah, that was kind of the oh, that's bad. That was kind of the problem that Chinapin was having, where it was just like the 2 moves that it was using were very good moves, but oh, this is so much. Fury Drain Life. Alright, so Sheldon's staying in. Congratulations, JP. You had the 4th overall placing monster of the day. You know, and you were the leading, you were the best monster in the team portion of the bracket, so you should be pretty proud of yourself. You raised a strong boy. Helped pave the path to victory for your team. So now we're going to have our winners finals. We're going to have Clytus versus La Colère. Hell yeah, brother. Victory due. Nothing like the taste of freedom on a fine Saturday afternoon. Oh, sorry, I'm cracking various parts of my body. That was a cool set, though. Alright, so we have our best 3 out of 5. Go ahead and pay you guys out. You know, stimulate that Patooey economy. And so, go ahead and do 30 seconds for this one. Start the prediction. We got Clytus, we got La Colère. If I had to bet, I don't know, La Colère is just, it's such a optimized, consistent build. It's really good. But Clytus has surprised us. So it'd be really cool if Sayard made it all the way to Grand Finals. I'm sure they'd be pretty happy about it. Alright, predictions up. Y'all like just 800 Pertuis on the Golly. Alright, hook right off the bat. So Clytus has got a pretty interesting set. You know, we talked about before. We got the Napalm and the Wrath of God. Another hook. Clytus just hanging on to these guts. Big 70% on this Napalm. Lots of damage, lots of withering. Lakarech still in the life lead, but Clytus is going to get another chance to swing. Anything it does is obviously going to end the game. Misses the 66% on the firewall, or the Napalm there, though. So swings the hook, misses the third hook there. Clytus has another chance to attack. 50 on the Wrath of God, 66 on the Napalm. They're just kind of chilling in these middle slots. It's kind of the weird thing about these matchups is that, hey, have a lot of room in the middle of the battlefield to build up. Goes for the hook to run out the clock, maybe. Yeah, Clytus is not in any place where it can attack, so La Calère is going to take that first game. I like being Van Vader too. There's a lot of fun monsters. There's a lot of fun monsters this tournament. I'm still going to say I'm biased towards Kiki. I think Kiki was the funniest build so far. Or like funniest build of the day. And honestly, she did pretty well. She did what she was supposed to do. She either hit and killed you with fire breath, or she didn't. Alright, big angry hook, decent amount of withering in there. No, I can't remember if Clytus has anger or power. I think Clytus might have anger, but no. Anyways, no battle special proc either way. Swing another hook, that one misses. Both monsters can still attack. We got Wrath of God up on deck. Ooh, Mystic Punch at the 42%. Huge accuracy boost here to Clytus. Got the Napalm in the 71. Huge guts lead, 740. No grit. We're going to game 3. It's even right now, 1-1. Alright. Game 3. The people like the Golly in the voting. Misses the hook on the 50-50 there. Wrath of God on the 53% also whiffs. Would have taken a lot of La Calére's guts away. I need to look up how to actually pronounce this, because I just been pronouncing it like a jackass the whole time. To the Google. Oh, big Wrath of God there. So Clytus is up 2-1. Fuck. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter too much because they don't have moves that they switch between. That was game 3. Yes, Clytus is up 2-1 right now. It's game 5. I think Pharaoh said it's French.
La colère.
La colère. I wasn't too far off.
La colère.
Alright, so game 5 between these two. Clytus is up with that big Napalm starting it off. La Colère has enough guts to swing though. Mystic Punch, we've seen this many times today, kill this in a one-hit KO on a crit. Misses it though. Oh, misses the 67% on the Napalm. La Colère can still end this with a, probably not a crit hook, but a big hook still. 522 damage there. Pretty close. La Colère has the slight life lead now. Do we see a grit? We don't. So Clytus making their way into Grand Finals. Congratulations, Sayard. Good monster. So now we have a rematch from our round 1. We got La Colère and Young Sheldon. We're getting out of here at a pretty good time, too. Probably going to be about 2 by the time everything is done. So that's not too bad. It's about a 4-hour stream. Not bad for just getting back into it. Let's see. Let's go ahead, choose this prediction. So, whoever voted on the galley, you didn't lose any of your money. Alright, so this is losers finals here. So this is also going to be best 3 out of 5. I'm going to go ahead and start the prediction for these two. So go ahead and get your Patouis in. So we got La Colère, we got Young Sheldon. Again, we've been saying it since the tournament started. 2 very strong builds. Clytus, I didn't think was bad or anything, of course, but I didn't expect it to do to kind of start running through people like how it did. Won 4 out of its 3 matches in the team portion of the day. Which is pretty cool. Okay. 19% on the genie, 81% on the plant. So Mystic Punch right off the rip. That's got to stop happening every time. That's like been the same damage roll every time too. It's like 987 or 78 or whatever. All right, we seen it again. Okay, no. Alright, Drain Life missed there on the 54%. La Colère is up with a big guts lead. 50-50 on the X crit every time. So far, Nash, today has not been one of those days. Alright, so can Young Sheldon make that quick reverse 3-0? Alright, misses the Drain Life again, the 54%, looking very similar to the last match. La Colère finally misses a tech against Young Sheldon on the hook there. Oh, swings the second one. Lots of damage there. Do we see an anger? We don't. But Young Sheldon does have the ability to drain life, of course. You know, as the tech is named. So good heal there, decent amount of damage. This is an actual match, ladies and gentlemen. So La Colère does have enough guts to attack right now. Could swing the hook. Young Sheldon pushes him back. Oh, finally dodges a Mystic Punch. So this is a really good spot for Young Sheldon to be in. He could just pester him with the Seed Guns. Oh, big crit Seed Gun, leaving him on 1 health. Goes for the Drain Life. Does whiff that there. We do see a Hurry proc. Mystic Punch has a really good chance to crit anyways. But, alright. No last minute attack, so Sheldon's keeping himself in this. Remember, he needs 2 more games to be able to take the set. La Colère just needs 1. Alright. Oh, we do see the Mystic Punch, but there's no crit. So Young Sheldon's staying in this. Drain Life on the 58%. Decent chance to hit. Does whiff that, though. So Young Sheldon's going to have to dodge pretty much anything that La Colère throws out now. Oh, does not dodge the 46% on the Mystic Punch. Does get the grit, though. He's staying in it. A Drain Life could get him back into the match. Just needs to walk forward. He's hovering on the Seed Gun. He's just chilling. Goes for the Drain Light with a 58. Does land it. 500 damage healed. Exactly. Sheldon actually might get the next chance to attack, too. Yeah, he's catching up in guts. He's past him. Ooh, crit Seed Gun might be able to end it here. No crit. Procs the anger. Oh, 77 on the life drain. Oh, 520. Jesus, that was a crazy ass set. So 3-1 and 3-1 in Sphera's favor. Those first 2 games were kind of nothing, but that last game was legitimately crazy. So congratulations, Nash. You got 3rd overall for the day. Strong monster. Really cool monster to watch too. The comeback potential it has is really neat. So we're going to go ahead and move on to grand finals now. We have Clytus, rematch between Clytus and La Colère. Alright, so for La Colère to win, it needs to reset the bracket. So it needs to win potentially 6 games at most. No, it has to win 6 games at most. Ignore me. Alright, final prediction of the day. I'm going to make this a minute long. It's just a little celebration of the day. So you guys got a minute to predict this one. But yeah, it's been a fun day. Really interesting, I guess really interesting format for like a tournament. You know, a lot of people came in expecting the outsiders to win. I think 1, because of the monster choice. 2, they inherently just work with the mechanics of the game better. Like they have a lot of chance in the middle to build up guts. A lot of monsters have strong moves in slot 1 and 4. And we did kind of run into the issue with the insiders of just sometimes we just didn't attack. But yeah, it was cool. Definitely like to try another team tournament at some time. Definitely a different kind of type of theme. Different type of theme. But I have a couple ideas I want to get through first. Alright, so we're going into grand finals. Clytus just needs to win 3 games. La Colère needs to win 3 games, reset the bracket, win 3 more games. So Clytus with a huge guts lead right now. You almost never see a Golly at 99 guts. And there's a Golly at 99 guts. This Napalm could potentially just straight up kill. It was close. 805 on the hit there. Still plenty of guts to attack. Another Napalm here to close it out. 986 on the crit. It's going to be Clytus game 1. Alright, game 2. Oh, swings and hits the hook this time. A little bit of withering. Over half of Clytus' health. Okay, so Clytus does have anger. I feel like it didn't proc it a whole lot during the day. So, big angry Napalm here, hitting at 70%. Decent amount of withering. Good amount of damage. Procs La Colère's anger, but probably not a great time to get anger. Clytus is cleaning this up. 2-0 so far. 1 game away from winning. So remember, La Colère needs to win 3 and also win the bracket reset to be able to win the tournament. But Clytus kind of seems like a brick wall that's in its way. So again, big guts lead here on Clytus. Big 981 on the Napalm. We do see a crit though. Clytus is probably going to get to still attack first. So La Colère is in a really, really bad spot right now. Needs to be able to dodge, but it's kind of hard to dodge when Clytus' main move is a like giant nuke that's also not a nuke, but like a really high damaging move that's also super duper accurate. So 66% here to win the tournament. Easy 3-0 and a handshake. Clytus wins the individual monster part of the tournament, wins the top 4 bracket. So congratulations to Sayard. You made a really good monster. I love Cocoon Galley too, so this is really cool to see a win for them. So yeah, alright. Good job. Let's move back over here. Let's see how things transpired. Let's end this tournament. Alright, so let's, not move that. Is it this one? No. Hold on. Grandpa's got to figure out technology for a second. There we go. Let's move this Okay. So, for the top 4 portion of the day, so we have Square in 4th place, Young Sheldon in 3rd place, La Colère in 2nd place, and then Clytus went undefeated in the top 4, 3-0 sets, 3-0 in grand finals. So congratulations again to Sayard. And then let's have one more look at the team portion. So congratulations to the Outsiders for taking it. Pretty dominating performance today. The Insiders kind of stepped it up there at the last second, but we warmed up a little bit too late. So thanks everyone again for hanging out, watching the stream. I had a ton of fun. It was great to do this again, and I'm gonna start running tournaments. Hopefully, try to get one every other month or so, just kind of like before, every other month or two. But yeah, let's find somebody to raid again. Congratulations to everybody. Quick handshakes all around. I'll always be an insider, never an outsider. So let's find somebody to raid. Let's see. Anyone? Anyone playing Monster Rancher? A quote from Mr. Moosebone. So Monster Bet is going on, but it looks like it's just us and Monster Bet. So let's see. I don't really have any friends streaming. So what we're going to raid is we're gonna raid some Final Fantasy Tactics Battleground. So this is like an AI it's like an AI version of Final Fantasy Tactics where you can like bet money and build up stats and buy stuff for your character, and like you get to insert your character into like the program and stuff, and your character gets to fight. It's really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and give them a raid. But yeah. I watch this from time to time. Zanaga turned me on to this, and it's pretty cool. So have a good night, or good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. Bye, everybody.